Hello. This guide will show you how merchandising rules are built into Prism search and merchandising. We'll add a merchandising rule that pins a specific shoes to the top of search results, and later we'll modify the rule so it works across all searches and collections. Okay, let's get started. If you haven't already, click the Merchandising app tab. To the right of Merchandising Rules, go ahead and click the Create Rule button. Let's enter Pin to Top Rustic Trainers as the rule name. Then, under Rule Type, let's select Pin, lock to an exact position. For now, let's have this rule apply only to specific search terms, so leave the default selected. Now in search terms, let's add a term that if used in search will trigger this rule. Let's go ahead and enter sneakers. With Prism, synonyms are considered as well, so sneakers as well as trainers or shoes will also trigger a rule. The default for match type is best most of the time, so we'll leave it contains. Another match type you could choose is exact match. This means exactly that. Since the search term we entered for this rule is sneakers, this term has to be entered exactly. An exact match setting will not use synonyms or differentiate between plural or singular form, so just be aware of that. Okay, now let's find the products we want to pin to the top when this rule fires. In Pin Settings, Products to Pin, let's type in Rustic Trainer, and from the results, we'll go ahead and choose the first one that appears. You can choose multiple products if you wish, but for this guide, we'll only choose one. In Pin Position, you can choose where to pin the product. Let's go ahead and just put it in the very first position. When creating a merchandising rule, you can also set a schedule for when it runs. If you leave the schedule blank, as long as the rule is enabled, it will run.
Scroll back up to the top of the rule and uncheck the Enabled setting. We'll enable the rule later. Let's go ahead and save this rule. Now that it's saved, click the Cancel button and let's see it in the listing. Let's switch over to the store and type sneakers into the Prism search bar. You'll see that since our new rule is not enabled, the specific shoe we configured to be pinned is not in the instant search results. Now let's hit Return and go to the search page and see what's there. Again, the shoe we configured is not pinned. Now, let's go back to the rule itself and enable it. Great. Back to the store. Now let's type in sneakers and see if the rule fires. This time, the shoe we configured is pinned to the first position in the instant search results. Great. Let's go ahead and hit Enter so we can see all of the results shown below on the page. There it is. Our configured product is pinned as expected. Since originally we confined the rule only to search, it won't pin the shoe in a collection. Let's take a look at the footwear collection now. As you can see, it isn't pinned. Let's go back to the rule and set it to fire everywhere. Now, if we refresh the footwear collection, it should be pinned. There it is. It really doesn't get any easier than this. Now you have a basic understanding of Prism's merchandising rules. We recommend that based on what you've learned, go ahead and create other rule types. You'll find that you can configure Prism's search and merchandising exactly how you need to support your sales effort.